Hi guys, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. I'm sitting here working on, I put pages together today and I started working on, putting some pockets in and making some things. And I'm thinking I want to make a pocket that I've never done before, and I thought I would bring you guys along. It will be a flip down pocket that ties closed, a flip down that you can flip down and journal in. You're going to need quite a bit of paper for it. So I'm going to give it just, an edge on either side. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. You'll understand more what I'm talking about once we get there, I think. I need to clean. I get glue on my fingers and then I see glue building up in places on my paper cutter. Okay, so if I put this here, and then I want to give it the same amount of space all the way around-ish, I mean, it doesn't have to be measured or anything like that, but just to the eye. So then that would be to about here, but then I want to leave enough for a fold of about 1/2 inch. So it'll all come together, I promise. So we're gonna, so if that's my mark, I'm gonna put my mark at the 1/2 inch. So the little pencil mark I made, I have it at the 1/2 inch mark. Are you guys in the camera up there? I think you are, yeah. And then I'm gonna give it just a hair bit more because then I'm going to use my scoreboard. Okay. Where's that little mark? Okay, so I see my little mark. That mark is where, okay, I'm going to put it kind of in the middle of, the little notches. And then we're going to score right underneath that. Okay. And then we want this again. But I want it to be just a little bit longer because I think I want it to be just a little bit longer, but I want it the same width. I mean, if it's off just a tiny amount, that's okay. I didn't push hard enough. I want to put like one of those tab things up here. So, but I don't know what color yet. So I'm thinking if it's maybe right in here. Again, all like by eye, I'm not measuring it. Okay. So then I want to glue this to this. Okay, And I want this to be glued to this. Let's do the sides. I am trying my hardest not to ink in this journal. Not because there's anything wrong with ink. You guys know I love ink, but I think sometimes I rely too heavily on it. So I'm going to try not to. But now that means something else is going to replace it. And guess what that is? Stitching. Not that I don't do a lot of stitching also, but I look at something and I think it needs it. So then instead of ink, I'll add stitching. Where is it? Okay. So I'm going to glue this to this. Okay. Our glitter glue was kind of seeping through there. Okay. What I'm going to do next, you guys, is I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew all the way around this, and then I'm going to sew all the way around this. So I will be back when that is done. Okay, so I have stitched all the way around, and then if you open it up, I stitched all the way around this one as well. I have punched out some tabs that go with this. And see, this is one of those times that it's going to be really hard for me not to ink because I feel like inking would bring it all together. So I'm going to ink the tab. I can't help it, you guys. So I almost put my my thing away, but I thought, no, you know, that's just crazy talk. So we'll just do little bits here and there, but for the most part, no ink. I remember doing I don't know, I think it's a Golden Book Journal a while back, and no ink. I did no ink. It was so hard. I actually start getting a messed up shoulder from it. Do you guys? I don't know if I just put too much motion into it, or I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty silly, and I know that. Okay, and so this tab is why I wanted to have it offset a little bit, so that it makes it more obvious that we have a flip down, if that makes sense. Now, I'm going to add a string. I see this in journals and I think, why don't I ever remember to add a tie, you know, of some sort? So what we're going to do is try to get it kind of centered here and tie it in a bow. Okay, and then I am going to, just to make life easier, I think, I'm going to cut a piece of paper to hold it down, hold it in place. And also, since I'm going to be making it as a pocket, I don't want whatever I'm trying to slide into the pocket, I don't want it to get stuck on it, if that makes sense. I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue right in the center to grab onto it. And I don't know, I'm hoping that that actually hit it, but I'm not sure that it did. I think it did. Okay, so now the string isn't going to go anywhere when it gets untied. And then we're going to go ahead and glue it down, and then we'll make something to put on the inside. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to center it. So you never know what you're going to do with your pages. I had no idea what I was going to do over the top of this music paper, pretty much covering up the whole thing. But that's okay because there's still space on the other side to be able to do something, you know. I don't know. I think that the music pages are good in journals for people who would maybe want to put a picture of somebody, or, you know, if you're not only journaling and you're adding things, receipts or notes, something like that is, you know, that's when you can add it to, you know, a music page, because it's kind of hard to write on that. Okay, so when we untie it, this flips down. Okay, I'm going to pause it again and get some things together to make something to go inside of this. I made it into kind of a belly band. I kind of meant to do a pocket, but that's okay. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I have some things out. I think I'll go this way with it. So we're going to make a journaling card to go underneath. We're just gonna do another little easy marking. I got myself another light. I have lights coming from both directions. I thought that was going to be better, but I don't know. I still have a hard time seeing where my mark is. Excuse me, when I make it. Come on. All right. Okay, we're going to punch the edges. So when you have a really thin page that will maybe have a hard time, if you put them together, you can do both of them. Does that make sense? I'm sure you guys knew that already. It's also quicker, right? Okay, let's go ahead and glue that down, because I know that that is going to stay there. I mean, that's what it's going to be, so let's go ahead and do that at least. I told you I had run out of ink the other day when I was printing, so that showed up. I asked my husband if he checked to see if the other ones were low, and he said, well, it didn't say so. So hopefully I won't start printing and then have it stop on me. But I'm not gonna print until I'm done with these, because that's just more stuff sitting around that I have to be moving from here to there. Okay, I have these. I was thinking to use some of this. So you guys, it is very rarely that I decorate something with you that I don't know what I'm doing before I start decorating. And right now I don't know what I'm going to do with this piece of paper, and that is a little stressful for me. I want it to be the same length as this. So we're going to go ahead and cut it, but then we will do some tearing. Boy, I have a mess. I have a mess. Okay, this one is a little bit thicker paper, so I think it'll punch it. Yeah. I'm almost out of paper. I need to go, you know, just the copy paper. I need to go and buy some. That's supposed to be coming from this direction. I almost started tearing the wrong part, you guys. Did you see that? Were you saying, don't do it? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna tear away from me because, again, I don't want to ink. How far do I want it to go? That's fine. Now this is where I don't know what I'm gonna do. I took out a couple of things. I already think that's fine. I don't know where I'm wanting to put any of the flowers. I have no idea. I mean, it makes me nervous, but I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. Hopefully I know what I'm doing if I leave that much of a mark. I'm running out of my art glitter glue too. That's a big purchase. I've got other glue. It's just in a much smaller little thing. I have to refill it a whole bunch. That's the Aleene's quick dry. I don't know. I can't think of what it is right now. Okay, glue this down. I was watching somebody who had, is it called Barely? The one that has the bear in the title, the glue. And I looked it up. That stuff is more expensive than art glitter glue. Am I wrong about that? And it's a smaller container. I'm like, am I seeing this wrong? I mean, if it works the same, I think it works the same. Why would you spend more for a smaller container? But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I want this tall one, and I think I can layer something over the top of it. What do you guys think? The one thing about this is the fact that it has the raised. I don't really want it raised. So I want it coming off a little bit. Put the glue on. If I hold my mouth just the right way, okay. It's probably a good thing that I glued that pocket down as a belly band instead of a pocket, because this way, oh, that's perfect. I think it makes it looser, and so the fact that these are they're the 3D flowers, the fact that they're like 3D flowers, I think they'll go in and out of the pocket easier. 3D, I don't know if that's what you call it, but you guys know what I mean, the foam stuff. Come off me, come off me. It's still there. Okay. There are a couple of places that aren't punched out. I'm glad I noticed that. Okay, so we'll do that. And I think that it needs another label, maybe like that. So let's put that down first. For those of you who are new, I don't usually have a whole bunch of new people watching, but I mark before I pick it up, so it's much easier to put it back where you want it. Otherwise, you know, it almost never happens and you end up with something totally not what you wanted. So that's why I do that. Good. There's a little bit more. Man, it's like it's static. It's the static sticking to me, not the sticky. So then I want another tab on this, and I want to sew around it. A tab, and I want to sew around it. I don't know what color the tab should be. I don't want it to be the same color as the peachy color because that doesn't go with this. I don't want to drop it when I flip it over. It's pretty good. Okay, so I will pause you again. I'm going to sew around it. I'm going to find some color of tab. I don't know, maybe, I don't know what color tab. And then I'll show it to you. Wait a second, I have a butterfly. It has to have a butterfly. It's sticking to me. Alrighty, I will be right back. Okay, I almost did it without you. I mean, not that you couldn't have figured it out. I stitched around, and I am going to add just another color of green. How many colors of green can I fit onto one page? Quite a few, it seems. I did ink around this tab. That's a lot of glue, isn't it? Honestly, though, I've had my art glitter glue. I bought 2 bottles on accident a long time ago. So this is old. My son was still in high school. I remember thinking, oh, it's a good thing that I ordered 2 on accident because it is right when COVID happened, and it was hard to get stuff, so it worked out for me. Alrighty. So there's that, really cute. Hopefully it fits underneath here okay without getting too caught. It does. So then it sticks out there, and this, you can just untie it for tons of journaling. Isn't that cute? I like it. Alrighty, so I'm making 2 of these journals, so that means I need to make another one for the other one now, but I will do that on my own. Hope you guys like it. Hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Bye.